Hello, Queens and Kings. Jacqueline Haley here, Hand of the Queen, returning to review my Black African American Woman's album journal. If you watch my other video, you will note that I talked about this book. The foreword is by Maya Angelou. The title is Crowns by Michael Cunningham and Craig Marbury, and is portraits of Black women in church hats. So I have copied some of my favorite photos from this album or this book, and it won't be copyright because I have made it for my own personal use, or if I choose, I can gift it. But it is not, you are not allowed to sell copyright material or materials. So I am going to review the photos that I have copied onto white 110-pound weight cardstock and altered them to my liking. I will also be quoting some of the quotes in the booklet or in my journal. So it's tied with this sari silk, and as you can see, the front of the oval, I did everything in an oval shape, is the photo from the front cover of the book, and I have altered it. Let me come up a little closer with two yo-yos here, a snippet of trim from Wanna Hudson here, and a small snippet under that yo-yo. There is a crown charm with pearl bead dangle and a feather. And then underneath this, you can't see it, but I outlined with rhinestone chainette around the border of this lace that overhangs. Now that lace was gifted to me by Olivia Hernandez. Now let me say that a lot of the trim, the majority of the trims were gifted to me by Wanna Hudson, and there are some by Olivia. If I can remember while I'm featuring this, I will state who they are from. Well, let me go back and say everything in the oval shape is onto, I placed them on cardboard, and it's Vintage Fabrics by Waverly, and then I gimped the edges of each one. So let's see, the spine, I used 3 yo-yos and some chartreuse dangle tassel trim to cover the spine. Now that dangle trim, I'm pretty sure it was gifted to me by Donna Little of Donna's Vintage Cottage. All right. Now this gold accordion pleated nylon wired ribbon was gifted to me by Wanna Hudson of Latina Loves Lace in a happy mail. Now let's go ahead and open to the first inside, which shows the gold medallions also, and then this lovely African American woman with the 5 yo-yos bordering the inside edge. There are yellow centers in the yo-yos that were taken from a berry spray that Juana had gifted me. She also is adorning a, let me hold it up a little closer, cowrie shell as her earring. And there is gold and white cord running around the edge of this oval shape. All right, now the other side is the belly band of 3 gold medallions. And inside that belly band, this is the quote that was on the page for her. It says, "We just know inside that we're queens, and these are the crowns we wear." And that was by Felicia Macmillan. And there is room on the back for journaling, light distressing of the edges. There's also a guest ticket that I have spray dyed with Tattered Angels spray, and I applied a Tim Holtz butterfly here. There is a circle that I made for a tab at the top, and of course there's room on the back for jotting notes on that. There is also, as I mentioned in the other video, take one, some postcards that were for sale at the tea that I attended that featured the Irma Jean Young Smith hat collection. So these are, let me see, I'm going to hold it to the side. These are some of the postcards that were in her collection, her own personal hats. There's that one, and this is the back. And then there is this one. And we have another one of her hats, this one. And I hope the glare's not too bad. This one. And they're all beautiful postcards with her hats. All right, so the inside of this, the side of the inside, you can see the vintage Waverly chintz fabric that is on the back. Okay, are we ready to go to the next page? The next page I have crafted in some of my favorite shades. It is like a mauve, and this nylon ribbon trim, I know it's from Olivia Hernandez in a birthday gift. So I have used that as the belly band. And then on this side, let me hold that down. On this side, I have placed the image of the African American woman. I hope you're seeing this. It's rather large. All right, the mauve colored nylon roses backed on the vintage Waverly fabric, gold and mauve ribbon, I'm sorry, not ribbon, cord trim going around that. I have used 3 yo-yos, the berries from a berry stem for the center here and the center here. And this center, I just hand rolled some sari silk and made a flower. So let me come up closer so you can see her. And let's see what the quote for her says. All right, it says, "When I was about 8, I was going to teach myself to sew a dress, and I make a hat." Lucille Monroe. Again, the lightly distressed edges. On the back, journaling. This is a guest check again. Used Tattered Angels Glimmer Sprays. All right, and there's room for journaling on the back. The circle punch tab again. And then there is Irma Jean Young Smith hat collection. Another one of her postcards. When I attended that tea, they were for sale. All right, and then I also used part of a picture of her picture on a tag when I was printing the image. The first time, I don't think I had the book in correctly, and it printed this. So, and a yo-yo at the bottom, so I just made a tag out of that as well. So that's what we have there under this shabby nylon mauve colored, rose colored belly band. All right, for Lucille Monroe, she is sitting on a church pew. I don't know if you can tell that she is or not, but she is. All right, and then we will go on to the next page. And it is basically a black and white with some tones of mauve. And this is the lady in the hat on this page. I hope you're seeing her. She has a white hat on with polka dots. So I have altered this page with black lace trim and wedding embellishment with rhinestones, and it has black and white seed glass beads running on this sort of like a paisley-like wedding lace here, another large paisley sequin piece here, 3 yo-yos on the inside. Hope you're seeing this. Let me see. I need to stand up, I believe. Did I skip a page? No. All right. So that is this page. Hope you're seeing it. I used the vintage, not vintage, but it's from the 90s, Waverly fabric black yo-yo, and again hand rolled the rose in the center for that. Let me try to turn it this way. And then on the opposite side, again, we have a black lace belly band surrounded by wedding lace trim. And let's see what this quote says. It says, "My hair turned brittle, short, uneven. The only time that it didn't matter was on Sunday, because I kept my nice hats on all day." And that is Cassandra Patterson Brown. And this is the guest check for her. Same process using the Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist, and another Irma Jean Young Smith hat collection postcard. And then we have an image, partial image of the lady in the polka dot hat. It's a wide brim hat, and she's looking down. There's a yo-yo here in the corner. And I put some pink stained dyed paper on the back of that. And the belly band, of course, is the black lace. And the inside, again, is the Chintz Waverly 1990s fabric. And we go on to my next page. And the background is a very vivid floral print on chintz. And let's see, I'm going to read the inscription first, or the quote. It says, "Don't nobody borrow my hat. One time, a sister-in-law said, 'I need a royal blue hat.' I said, 'Well, you better buy you one.'" And that is by Beatrice Garrison. That was the quote on that card. Room for the journaling on the back. Another guest check with the Tim Holtz butterfly, Glimmer Misused, Tattered Angels. This is the back. The circle tab again. And another snippet of the image of the photo. And here we go. Irma Jean Young Smith hat collection. Another gorgeous postcard. And that is the back. See the vivid chintz print on this page? It is just beautiful. Reminds me of a Monet print. However, it is Waverly. And there's wedding lace trim bordering this page, and there's mauve gimp underneath. As I said, all of the pages have front and back 1990s fabric. All right, and then this page, we're getting close to the end. Let me hold it up. Can you see it? Oh dear, I'm losing some cards. Oh, those go in the back. I'll lay them to the side. All right, this is this page. And it has the wedding trim going around the edges again. And this lovely sort of a deep amethyst, lilac, royal blue glass beading or tube beading was gifted by Olivia. Some of the wedding trims I won from Donna Little in a win for her. She had a card challenge, and I was one of the winners. And then again, I've used the yo-yos. There is silver and gold. Let's see, let me get this. Silver and gold cord around the edging. Blue gimp under, that's on top of the blue gimp. I do hope you all are seeing this. And then we go to the last page, and some of my information has slipped out of the belly band as I was holding it up and folding it over. So let me slip that back in and we'll review that. As you can see, it is a bright red lace page. And we will see what the quote says. It says, "When I was growing up," in parentheses, "my mother always looked much more glamorous than I did." And that was Beth Hopkins Wright. And the edges again lightly distressed. All right, and here is another beautiful card and hat of Irma Jean Young Smith from her hat collection. I hope you're seeing this. a postcard. I will never send that to anyone. I'm keeping them. I may try to contact her son who lives here in Roanoke and try to acquire some more. And this is well, that's from the back page. All right, this is a snippet of a piece that was cut off from the original picture that I printed and had this left over. All right, and then we have the guest check again. That is the back. And, oh, there's one more. Irma Jean Young Smith hat collection. Let me make sure it's just one. I have these gloves on, so. Yeah, I thought it was two. Okay, here is one red hat. And that is what it looks like. Postcard. And this is the backing of the fabric, vintage, well, not vintage, but 1990s Waverly. And I have used yo-yos and a pre-made, like a ribbon flower here. Again, the wedding embellishment trims going around, and the gold and the red lace belly band. And, well, now that they slipped out, they didn't want to go back in. Here is the other hat of Irma Jean Young Smith. I do hope you're seeing these. Postcard. So that was what was on that page. And I will hold up the photo that I copied from the Crowns book of that one, of the mother and daughter. So I'm gonna fold it over best I can. So that is the photo on this page. Hope you're seeing that. I think it's better from the side. This gorgeous photo, mother and daughter. All right, and then we get to the back. This was printed snippet of the photo on the back of the lady with the yo-yo. And this is the back. Wedding lace again. Tim Holtz butterflies. She is sitting there with a collection of her hats. And the quote says, "Back when I got my first hat, some stores were, quote, whites only, unquote. That made you want to go in. Nancy Carpenter." So that is her. And I sort of fashioned the wedding lace like I fussy cutted it and fashioned it like a crown. I don't know why I'm stammering. There's been a death in the family, and if you're a member of my Facebook page, you will see where I posted notifications about that. But anyway, this is the back, and this completes my copy of the photos that were in the Crowns book. Crowns. So I hope you all enjoyed viewing that, and sorry for the lateness of the viewing. And I hope this might inspire you to make an oval journal album of your liking, or someone that is a favorite of yours for your own personal use, or a gift. But this one is a keeper. I have been wanting to do this for a while, and just finally set myself down and decided to go ahead and take a chance and do it. So I do hope you all enjoyed it, and I will be back at another time with another review of my final candle, tissue holder, and journal booklet for a Christmas gift. So thank you all for watching. Happy trails. We will meet again soon. Goodbye.